What's up guys, David Hoffman here from Davidsbeenhere. Right now we are in my kitchen with my wife Anna, and today what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to make an amazing pasta in VR180. Babe, tell us what we're doing.
Today we're going to make pasta for David's entire family who comes over for dinner here about once a month on a Sunday night, and it's shrimp with cream and garlic and spinach, and it's a really yummy pasta and we love making it here.
Okay, so now what Anna's going to do is she's going to show me step by step how to make this pasta. You guys ready? Let's go.
Step one is I wash the produce. So I'll wash the grape tomatoes first and then we'll cut them in half. And I think I'm not going to use all of them. It seems like a bit much, so a package and a half of grape tomatoes. Yeah, I always wash my vegetables because you never know what gross things could be there. Now we're gonna cut each of these in half, and the only reason I do that is because nobody likes eating a whole one in their mouth when you're getting a bite of pasta. So they cook faster if they're cut in half, and they're easier to eat.
Two people, always quicker. What I do usually is I'll just grab like a bunch and just go really fast, like one.
Careful with my finger.
Two, your finger. Your finger's fine, babe.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Why?
You're going too fast.
But you just gotta go quicker. Like, if you just line them up for me, I'll go really fast. And you have to have a really sharp knife. It's the key here.
Yeah, and always take out the gross ones, like you see anything. Okay, so we cut the tomatoes, and now we're gonna cut the parsley because that's what the herb that I like to use. But some people can use basil, but I think tomatoes are already acidic, so basil's acidic too, so I'd rather use parsley. It gives it a more mild flavor than basil. I'm cutting the parsley, and I'm just gonna this is probably too small of a knife, but I have limited sharp knives here today. And this I'm gonna put almost completely at the end, but I don't like touching the vegetables after I've handled the shrimp, so I'm just gonna chop everything up ahead of time. And honestly, I love this recipe because it takes almost no time to make. It's maybe 20 minutes in total. There's half a head of garlic here, the cloves. There's probably about 8 or 9 here. So I just take the knife and take the skin off like this, and you get the raw garlic clove, and we do that with all of them so that we can put it in the garlic press.
Ooh, like flying. Okay, so take it apart. Oh, super sticky. That's it. Okay.
Okay, so now that we did all of our raw ingredients minus the spinach, which we don't have to really do because it comes pre-washed in a bag, and we are going to heat up the butter in the pan. I'll put a stick of butter to melt, and then once that's melted, we'll fry up the garlic. So I put it on, just leave it on medium heat, and we're going to wash and season the shrimp right now. Okay, so I washed the shrimp, and for the shrimp, I like to use large shrimp that are already tails off and deveined. Wild caught is best. I try to stay away from farmed shrimp. I just heard nightmares about it, and I just don't recommend it. But anyways, this is clean, and we're just gonna season it. But since it's so much shrimp, I'd rather put the olive oil and the salt and pepper in the bowl first and then add the shrimp after, so it makes it easier to mix. So like a half a cup of oil, and then I would say a good tablespoon of salt and some pepper, black pepper. Give it a little whisk. The butter is almost melted. And then we're just gonna go ahead and add about 3 packages of shrimp, which is like 3 pounds of shrimp, which is about 60 actual shrimp. And the butter is starting to simmer. This is, I find, the easiest way to season the shrimp. So that's done, and now the butter is ready for the garlic. So I just add the garlic to the butter. And I don't like chopping it. I like using the garlic press because that way it just spreads more evenly throughout the sauce. Mix it. It smells really good. Let that fry up for like a minute, and then we're gonna add the shrimp. Right now I'm gonna add the shrimp into the pan. I'm gonna raise the heat actually. And I might have to do this like in 2 batches. So while that's gonna cook, it's gonna be pretty fast, but I'm gonna fill this up to boil the water. And for the pasta, I like to use spaghetti, just regular organic spaghetti. I need to salt the pasta water, like a lot. Okay, so now the shrimp, first batch, give them a little toss so they can cook evenly. Two to 3 minutes, like for each side. So it's been about 3 minutes. So I'm gonna wait another 3 and then put in the next batch of shrimp. Okay, so this batch of shrimp is done. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna set it to the side. I'm not pouring it completely out because I need some of the butter. I need the butter in there to fry up the rest. And then we'll transfer the whole thing. So we put the shrimp, both batches are cooked and they're set aside. We got rid of some of the excess liquid from the shrimp and just kept some butter and garlic. And I'm gonna add the tomatoes to cook them a little bit. So just put it, I like medium-high heat to do it so they get like blistered. But you don't want them falling apart because then they just turn into mush. Give that a second and I'm gonna grab the spinach. So when the tomatoes are done cooking, I'm gonna add the spinach and the heavy whipping cream. And the spinach is just like regular organic, well, this one's not organic, but I typically buy organic. But it's baby spinach and it comes in a pre-washed bag, so you don't have to like wash it or cut it or do anything. I just kind of rip them up and throw them in. And the cream is heavy whipping cream, 2 pints. I bought extra just in case, but I think 2 pints is enough. The tomatoes are gonna let out a lot of liquid, so we might have to get rid of some of it once they're almost done cooking. Okay, so I'm gonna strain the tomatoes, get rid of some of their extra liquid. Spinach. Lower the heat and kind of just, if you see any huge stalks, take them off. But I don't mind them if it's well wilted. So I just tear it up. I'm gonna add the cream. And it looks watery now, but it will thicken up after. The pasta water is already boiling. Okay, so I put this on medium. The pasta water is boiling, so I'm gonna put the pasta to boil. Put it in. Let it get in there. So I'm adding like a 1/4 cup of Parmesan. some of the parsley that we cut up. And we're going to stir it up. And all that's left to do is mix it with the pasta and stir it up.
I'm gonna give it a taste. Looks really hot. Super creamy. Very tomatoey.
Straining the pasta. So now I'm going to take some of the pasta, the spaghetti that's already been drained. Like this, much at a time. And kind of give it a toss in the sauce. And I'm not going to add the shrimp to it because I'm saving this for dinner tonight. So David's going to eat now. So this is going to be David's plate. Some tomatoes. So let's try it and see if you like it.
Okay, creamy shrimp garlic pasta. Is that what it is? Tomatoes as well. Wow, super creamy. Grab one of these smaller shrimp. Super creamy. I love tomato. Tomatoes like soaked up into the spaghetti. Oh wow, look, you can see all the cream. Wow, this tastes actually like some of the restaurants.
Thanks.
Better than the restaurants, babe.
Thanks, babe.
Let me get one more. Oh, it's so good. Look at that. How good is that? That's one of our favorite pastas we like to cook here at home, and we hope you enjoy it too.
Yes, thank you for being with me in my kitchen and learning how to make this pasta that we make all the time.
Well guys, if you love this video, thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome travel content. Here babe, have a bite.
No, wait.